Today we're going to take a look at this Exotac sewing kit. It's got a little spool on top. It's got tape around it. It's got some fire cord. And it comes with a little sewing needle. And I just happen to have something that needs to be sewed. Let's take a look. So here's the Exotac. Get a little bit of a closer look. I've had this thing for years. Never actually used it. Oop. It's 10:30 a.m. We got the nice bright sun. So you've got a little room in there for stuff. So I've got some fishing hooks and some weights. And the idea is to use this as a hand line if you need to. Just adding a little bit more to the kit. I've never tried it, but maybe we'll do that one day. But what we're here to do, besides drop stuff all over the place, I've got these handmade alpaca wool gloves. I really like these gloves, and they're starting to come apart here and here. And I'm going to attempt to stitch these back together using the Exotac. So let's give it a shot. Now I don't know how to sew. I know a couple basics, I guess. So don't know if I'm going to be doing this right. If this is the appropriate stitch or whatever. So first, this thing has a little hole on it to keep your thread, little thread keeper. So I'm going to snip that. And I'm going to get my length of thread here. Not sure how much thread I'm going to need. So maybe 24 inches roughly. So I'm using the SOG Power Pint scissors. And they suck. We'll cut the string though. Got my needle. Gonna thread the needle. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run the needle in the middle of the thread. So I've got equal distances coming out of both ends. Okay, so we got that set up. So next, gotta find our holes. This one's got one right there. So we're gonna turn it inside out. I'm sure there's a way more appropriate way to do this than how I'm gonna do it. I feel like I should just go in like this. No. Well, instead of pulling it out, I'm going to loop it around, go back in the same hole, or close to. And I'm going to come back around. I'm going to keep doing that a couple times to get something started here. And then I'm just going to keep going in the same direction. I'm trying to go outside of the frayed fabric a little bit. This is in a really, really odd spot. Looks like the hole's closed up. So to finish this guy off, I'm going to go through that last spot 2 or 3 times to close it off. So I've never sewed anything before. And then going to cut my end off here. And the whole idea is this is going to be able to repair gear when you're out and about in the woods or wherever. I'm not sure how to finish this out. I probably should have left more thread. Essentially just a bunch of half hitches here to close it off and snip off the excess. And turn it back around. I just looked up a quick video on how to do a repair stitch like on a hole. I know there's a lot more to it than that, depending on the fabric and the kind of hole, the shape of the hole, material you're using, all that stuff. But the hole is gone. And everything looks fine. It's not the prettiest. The idea is I don't want the hole to get bigger. I like these gloves, and as long as that holds that from tearing open more, I will be happy with it. I'll wear these continuously through the winter time, and we'll see if it holds. But yeah, so far so good. So we got that other one sewed in the crotch. That one turned out a little crappier. I think I went too far on the thumb when I sewed that one, but it's holding and it's still doing its glove job. So yeah, that's the Exotac Ripspool, made in the USA. I've thrown this in my bag a lot. Never had a chance to use it. Never knew how to use it. Finally learned how to use it. Now I can put this in my bag confidently and know that I can do a quick fix on some gear. And my gloves, my favorite pair of wool gloves, now hopefully will last longer, and the holes that were in them will not get bigger, and we can keep on trucking now. Cool.